Hi Gemini, and welcome to your January reading. Welcome. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus. But if you just clicked on this video out of curiosity, there's a reason for it. So I hope you hear all that you need, and definitely subscribe before you leave, right? We would love to have you here. But let's go ahead and get into your reading. What came out for the first week in January for you was the Page of Swords with the Nine of Wands, followed by the Queen of Wands. Coming into the second and third week of January, potential obstacles if you haven't already experienced them, but these can be internal struggles that you're having with yourself or externally with people in your environment. What came up though was the Star card, followed by the Three of Wands and the Fool. Okay? And then coming into the end of the month where you will find yourself energetically or what you can do to overcome, you have the Five of Coins with the Eight of Coins, followed by the Emperor card. So you're no longer going to be making any excuses for where you are and why you are where you are, okay? You're no longer going to be allowing for you to be subpar is what I'm hearing as far as your life is concerned, and the place and the role that you are to have in it, and the things that you want to accomplish at the end of the day. As I was shuffling your cards, I stopped and I did a couple of like deep breathing meditations, and once I opened my eyes, I saw red. So you guys might really need to work on your root chakra and having more confidence in the decisions that you're making, that you are actually doing what is best and what is right for you in each moment, right? You can't live in the past and you can't worry too much about the future because it can always change. Energy is fluid like that, and it is always up to whatever you do in your current state of mind and the intention behind the actions that you take that really change what's happening in the future. You can't really foretell that, you know what I'm saying? So that is what you guys are really focusing on, or needing to take a closer look at, and how secure you feel with yourself, be it the way that you look, be it your earnings if you care so much about money and career and like your status in the workplace, right? How secure you feel in certain relationships, because what also came up was that song by Music Soul Child called Teach Me. It's like, teach me how to love, show me the way to surrender my heart. I'm flat, I can't really sing anyway, but you know, if you know that song, that's what came up. So maybe you guys are really trying to work on that, because the Nine of Wands that is here up at the top is all about higher learning. It is Sagittarius's ruling house, and so you might really be trying to tell somebody that they need to express to you the way in which they need to be loved, right? And the ways in which they need to be cared for. Maybe you're doing this to somebody else, right? In your external environment. Can be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I am definitely getting Arian energy here though, or also somebody that is an Aquarius rising. I'm also getting that in their natal chart if you know it, or these can of course be your own placements, but that is what's coming through for you guys. You're really trying to learn how to be better and or improve, especially when it comes to, again, your confidence, because people, when they do know who they are, they exude a light, right? It is undeniable. it can be excruciating, right? It can be blinding to the people who may feel lost on their path, which is also what comes up in this Five of Coins energy. It can be intimidating, right? It can sow seeds of envy. So you want to make sure that you're watching for that in this new year, because thoughts become things. And so you want to make sure that you're really writing down and you're keeping yourself accountable to the goals that you're wanting to accomplish, to the example that you're wanting to set for yourself and for other people, to the ways in which you want to be better and show more of that romantic side of who you are, instead of maybe always hiding behind humor, right? Or your wit or your intelligence. You're more than brains, right? You also have beauty. So working on the ways in which you want to just improve and again be more romantic in a relationship, or just be more accepting of the self here with the Wands energy, right? Coming into the second and third week, you have the Star with the Three of Wands and the Fool energy. It's like you're really trying to, so this can go like either way. Either you are trying to reel in something with this Three of Wands, but there's a little bit of resistance in being able to attain it, or you yourself are resisting something. You yourself are resisting your power. You're not acknowledging your power. There might be something that still needs to be healed as far as you feeling like you are a capable human being, right? If in your upbringing people always told you no, everything that you were doing was wrong, right? You might not have that belief in yourself that you can do right, if that makes any sense, right? So that might be something that needs to be healed, especially because in this Fool energy, it looks like an adolescent, it looks like a little kid. So if you yourself don't have kids and you're kind of doing that and projecting that pain onto them, which is going to cause problems and trauma, right? And certain resistance in their life, then this is your inner child that you're having to deal with and work through, and again accept, right? You can't blame yourself for wanting to, I want to say, like, look up to your guardians, like your what are they called, whoever your legal guardian was, right? And wanting to be obedient to them. So you had to grow up under false pretenses, there we go, and their illusions and their fears, right? And their neglect as far as knowledge is concerned, as far as like what is healthy and the ways that you can rear or positively influence a child, right? So you can't blame your younger self for believing in them, in a sense, but you do have the power to change those belief systems, and I'm definitely seeing you guys making more of an effort to do that towards the end of the month, right? Changing your behaviors, doing things and putting yourself in positions to do things that can be more therapeutic also for you with this Eight of Coins energy that's here. But you're able to just put all the pieces together. By the end of the month, if there's been something that you've had regret about, I definitely see you being unashamed about it by the end of the month. It's like you own it. You own you. Or that is what you need to do by the time you read this video, if you haven't been doing that work and if you haven't been healing anything that may have been traumatic in your life. Again, if this is not you, this can be an Aquarius in your life, or that can come into your life and can shed light on something, can show you just how much of a star you are, or there might be some type of manifestation that you're trying to do as far as what you're wanting to get off of the ground. in the month of January. And of course there might be that like tug of war type of energy, that push-pull type of energy with being able to actualize it in the month of January. But there is still supportive energy by the end of the month as far as you being able to organize the steps that you need to take to get the thing that you so desire here with the Emperor card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Coins. So there is recognition for efforts made, right? And it can be a monetary gain, right? A monetary gift, or it can just be by word of mouth and words of encouragement. People see what you're doing and they appreciate and they like what you're doing. You might get recommendations. Other people might be trying to come to see you for advice or something like that. Like there's something that you can give to people. If not, at the very least, there's room for collaboration and again, support and words of encouragement there for you that comes in at the end of the month. So there's a lot to look forward to. Should you, of course, take advantage of the energies, right? The universe isn't going to force you to do anything, but it can only reward you at the end of the day for the things that you actually put effort in to doing or improving. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Pretty short and sweet here as far as like relationships are concerned. Again, you're trying to figure out a way to be more romantic and exciting, like to make your dating experience or experiences more exciting. If you're not already with this person and you're single, this fire sign kind of catches you off guard in a sense here up at the top, because again, they are, especially if you're dealing with an Aries women are free agents. As you see, there's also a cat in the picture, and by, was it like Italian artists during the Italian Renaissance? I'm not sure, when they used to paint the picture of like Venus in a clamshell, and there were other pictures, but I can't think of that painting. If I can figure out what I'm trying to talk about, I will plug it and the era or the genre of art that it is. But whenever you see a cat in a picture in art, if you don't know, it talks about really being independent and or a free agent, you know, not necessarily the submissive type unless they find good reason for being so, if you catch my drift. So this is a free spirit, right? But just is very confident and is very physically attractive to you. And so their energy and their light, because you guys are air signs, you might not be used to so much action driven, impulsive, very male, very dominant type of energy, right? Because Aries is a male archetype. So the way that they behave and the things that they find interest in would be something that typically a male would like. Very high libido as well, you know, so it could take some getting used to. Again, might catch you off guard. They really teach you or show you the importance of being selfish, right? The positive side of being selfish, because they will not sacrifice their sense of freedom in a relationship. Doesn't mean that they are the type to cheat, but they understand having personal space and still being able to do the things that you enjoy apart from a union. Okay, so that is on the table. If not, romance and trying to find exciting ways to show each other off or to show that you care. So that is coming through. So as far as your chakras are concerned, work on that root chakra, but definitely heed your own personal intuition. So your third eye, crown chakra, make sure that's in alignment. Also want to just say work on the heart chakra when it comes to anything that you might potentially need to heal and having that sense of forgiveness there, okay? If at this time this resonated for you, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more, for there will be far more and far greater to come for this channel. And if you want to book a personal private reading with me, you can definitely hit me up in my email, which I will link here for you guys, okay? So I will talk to you soon, but until then, take care.